Disney Channel.
What's this podcast called?
Sepsis from Planet Weird.
Podcast from Planet Weird.
Oh, Luck of the Irish. More like freak me in the eyeballs.
I love this movie.
No!
I told you not to bring up prom in this
you want
episode.
to talk about prom, mama? Drama-ca-flama, baby. I was nominated for winner from
God damn it.
Hey.
What a girl wants, what a girl needs.
And did you expect that song to play?
I really was let
film.
down by the fact that did not make any sort of appearance, nor was it invited to the party or even told that it was happening.
No, this was that era of like naming movies after like pop songs just cuz. It's like Sweet Home Alabama. Or like Just Like Heaven. And some other Reese Witherspoon movie.
My favorite movie, Milo Xyloto. That's a Coldplay song.
What if I made a movie and called it Paradise by Coldplay? Like that was the full title.
Paradise by Coldplay. I think you'd be sued. What if I made a song? What if I made a movie and it was called Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl?
Yes.
How about that?
Someone probably will.
Oh my god. It's coming.
It's about a robot.
Oh. It's Mathregan, the sequel?
Before again. Well, hey, bitches. Bet you thought you'd seen The Last of Us.
I bet you thought I died.
Bet you thought you'd seen the TV show The Last of Us. Based on the video game The Last of Us. Yes, hello, we are back. Had to take a little breaky break. Just a lot going on. Very busy and a lot of stuff going on in personal lives. But it's okay because nothing has happened in pop culture or anything. So we didn't really miss
Has nothing
much.
happened? Or are you joking?
I mean,
I haven't been on social media for months.
I know Juan's been doing a social media cleanse, a break, and I've been what?
Don't call it that. Let me set the record straight.
You didn't even set. Yeah, no, people don't know this because you didn't put a notes app up saying, "I'm taking a break. I need a break from social media."
Guys, I don't know when you'll hear back from me, but if you have my number, you can always contact me. DM me before I leave, so I'll be gone by next Monday. Here's my DM me if you want my phone number. I didn't do any of that because I don't believe in it.
Yeah, but it is just funny because sometimes I'll like reference something and you have no idea what I'm talking about, of like literally a meme or something. Literally
weeks ago, me and Sarah went to a concert where I broke my leg in 3 places.
You didn't break your leg.
Where my bones literally shattered like glass and my skin ripped like paper.
You chose to crowd surf.
Roll the footage. Roll the footage. But yeah, we went to a music festival and straight up, Sarah said a collection of sounds, not words, sounds that I can only describe as robots malfunctioning, and Sarah said they were slang. The kids are saying these things, and they have a meaning, and I don't understand.
Those are just like...
What was the thing you said? Razzie, dazzy, wazzy? What was that?
Oh, that's just God. In general. I'm talking about like Twitter memes. Like I would reference something and you wouldn't know what it was.
What did you and Frankie say a couple, like when we went to see the movies, and I was like, what is that?
Well, I know when we were at the pool, we did you think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
What even is that?
Super relevant now. Hello, everyone's falling out of coconut trees right now for Kamala.
Is that a thing with her?
It was because she once said, she was like quoting her mom. She said like her mom used to say to her, this was like a few years ago, and it's like slowly, yeah. And I feel like it started becoming a meme like last year maybe. But she was saying that her mom would say like, "You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?" Like the whole quote is like, "You exist within the context of everything." Which came before you, and everything which is something. I don't know.
Oh, that weird like, yeah.
The thing I texted you,
huh?
And you said the thing I texted you, and you said, "Did you put a curse on me?" It makes
Okay.
sense in the in her in what she was saying, but everyone just has just started saying that.
Does it look like I just fell out of a coconut tree?
They're just saying like it's just been a thing of. Do you think you just fell out of a coconut tree? I don't know what was said at the movies. I don't know what we said there,
Okay.
but
Well, things are being said, and I don't know what they are. And is this what it feels like to be encroaching on your 30s like a 50-year-old person?
everyone tweet memes, current Twitter memes to Juan, and then when he logs on in a year, he'll see them. That's what I've been
Yeah.
doing. I've been DMing you videos, knowing that you're not going to see them for years.
And
So
then when
it's
I
fine.
finally do, I'm gonna go, "Oh my god, I get it now. I understand
Mhm. And you'll start
the culture."
using the memes, and people are gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
"That's so old. You're so
And
2000 and late."
I'm gonna be like, it's retro. It's retro.
Retro. Well, of course, we are here back in August to celebrate the one and only Amanda Bynes.
May
Hello.
she? I was gonna say, may she rest. May she
How
rest.
may
Let
she
her sleep.
let's just let her rest. I believe she like well, we follow her on Instagram on our account, but I believe she either has finished her time at FIDM, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Or she's about to and like get her manicurist certification done. She's been doing nails and
You
good for
can
her. We
get
support her.
you can get a university degree to do nails.
Well,
No
like a
judging.
cosmetic, for cosmetic things you have to like if you are going to cut hair, you have to like you go to cosmetology school.
Oh, got it.
Beauty school dropout.
She went to the Harvard School of Cosmetology. Yes, 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 yes.
Did FIDM ever come to your school to try to recruit you?
Hell no. But you know who did? You know what vultures did? That
UTT.
isn't there a thing literally called UTI though? Not the urinary tract.
Sorry, I missed whatever you were saying. It said my internet's having trouble.
Oh, your eyes
There's
just went blank.
ITT. I don't know.
Anyways, no. What the Arizona Institute of Art?
Oh, okay. AIA. No,
Yeah,
that's the
remember
football
that?
thing. No, they did not come. They did not come to us.
Some sort of art school was trying to grab me, and I'm like, "You look fake," and they were.
Wow, and it was a scam. FIDM
Wow.
used to come to my college, like they used to come to my homeroom class, which was like the video, like announcements, basically.
Mhm.
They would come like once a semester, so I saw them like 6 times. The
What?
same speech. The same speech. I have like they gave me a bookmark every time. They're trying to get us to go to FIDM.
Why
And
are
I'm
they
like,
trying to get you to go to FIDM?
so we could study with Amanda Bynes, so we could party with Amanda.
So we can party in Mykonos.
Anyways, we're kicking off the month, Amanda Bynes August, with What a Girl Wants, which is an iconic film from the 2000s. And we've already talked about Big Fat Liar. I'm wearing a Big Fat Liar shirt. Hello, there's Amanda.
Wake up, everybody.
Yes, and we'll be talking about more Amanda Bynes films this month because she's incredible and was the comedic actress of a generation. And her mind.
I mean, look right behind you to your left. You're right. That's your right. Yes, to your right. That face, every white girl makes that face now when they're quirky and funny because of her. Okay? Amanda
Because of her.
Bynes, because of her, every white girl, and we know it. Sorry if you're a white girl who makes this face. You make that face because of her. She was the moment. She was the one.
She is still the moment, honestly.
She,
So
as Beyonce once said, she's the one. She's the only one. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with her.
Let's go ahead and dive into the film, What a Girl Wants. What a Girl Wants is a 2003 American teen comedy film directed by Denny Gordon. Women, hello, women.
Whoop.
And written by Jenny Bix and Elizabeth Chandler. Women! Let's give it up
Can
for
women
women.
write? Let's discuss.
Should women have rights? Let's discuss.
Well, no, actually, sometimes I don't think so. Certain women.
Some of them. But yeah, so we have Denny Gordon, who also directed New York Minute starring Mary-Kate and Ashley Lee. So hello.
I can feel the influence. Their influence on this movie.
Jenny Bix, one of the writers, went on to write The Greatest Showman. So wow.
Are we
Wow,
also doing this because of Deadpool 3? Mayhaps?
And what does that have to do with this?
Hugh Jackman.
Okay, and what does that have to do with this?
He was in that movie. He was the titular role.
In The Greatest Showman. Okay. I thought for a second I thought that you thought Colin Firth in this movie was Hugh Jackman.
They're equally as attractive to me. Yeah.
For a second I was like, no. You've seen Mamma Mia. You know this is not Hugh Jackman.
You know that this is not Hugh Jackman. You know who Colin Firth is.
Yes. Anyways, it's the second adaptation of the play The Reluctant Debutante by William Douglas Home.
The first one was.
They did like a movie of it. This is, I think, more loosely based because from what I read from the plot of the play, it looks like it's more about like they're trying to set the young girl up with a man, but they mix up the two men, so she gets mixed up with the bad boy one type of thing. I guess that's kind of in here, but like this is more so about the father-daughter relationship. But I guess the general.
Is that why?
Probably.
Well, it feels weird when at the end he goes, "I love you," and I'm like, as a father, right?
I know, it's like, are you about to kiss?
Hey, yeah, it feels like they're about to kiss.
It was interesting. I think just because the whole like romantic relationship, like obviously there is one in this movie with Biker Boy, but like the heart of the film is them too. So it's they get that rom-com ending where it's like he comes after her, but it's like that's your dad. Yeah,
that's literally your dad.
Anywho, there's other people in this movie. We'll get to that. The film tells the story of a 17-year-old girl who goes to the UK to meet the father she never knew.
UK, hun.
It was released April 4th, 2003. The budget was $25 million. What do you think the box office was for this?
25 mil? I'm going to say it maybe did 35.
Okay. Well, it actually did 50.7 million. But it did get mixed to negative reviews.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I could feel, as the British, I could feel it, babes.
Yes, they are known to say that. No word from Roger Ebert, but yeah, mixed to negative.
When will he speak about this movie? I must know.
I guess he skipped this one. I don't know what he was seeing. So Amanda Bynes is our main actor. This movie actually premiered, I believe, on her 17th birthday. Hello.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Raven. So that means
she played younger?
She was 16 while filming it.
She played older.
She played a year older, but is mostly, in the right age range there. Colin Firth plays her daddy, Henry Dashwood.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's a Bridget Jones icon, a Mamma Mia icon, a Pride and Prejudice icon, a British icon.
I love Colin Firth. If anyone needs to, my celebrity crush, Colin Firth, and the other guy from Mamma Mia,
Pierce Brosnan.
Whoever is preacher, whoever becomes preacher later.
The show?
The husband who sings, I wasn't jealous before we met.
Really?
I love him. I love him
Don't
so much.
go wasting
Wasting your remote. I fucking okay. That song, by the way, hits so hard. But yeah, him and Colin Firth, I think, are my crushes for real, like celebrity crushes.
Wow, okay. Kelly
Followed by
Preston. Okay,
others.
he's still going. Kelly
Oh,
Preston, may she rest in peace, plays Amanda Bynes' mom, Libby Reynolds, in this film. Um, and we've got other people. Oliver James, we saw him in Raise Your Voice, and now he's back in here playing Ian Wallace, the
okay.
musician and love interest of Daphne in this film. I remember because this era, like this and Raise Your Voice, thinking like he's gonna be a star.
Well, was he? Did he?
Not really. They should have put him in more stuff, I think. He only really did like a couple movies. They didn't give him his chance to shine.
I think once you fall into that pit hole, you either live long enough to see yourself become a daytime TV actor, or you fall into obscurity.
This movie did win Amanda Bynes the Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Movie Actress. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And fun fact, because this movie came out in April 2003, and I believe in March 2003 is when the U.S. invaded Iraq. The original poster for this movie is Amanda Bynes wearing, so she's wearing her American flag tank top, and she's doing a peace sign, but they pulled the peace sign from the posters and like DVD covers, so it's her just with her arm down. So no more peace sign, because they didn't want it to seem like they were making a political statement about the war and saying peace while this country's invading another country. Just a little fun fact.
What the fuck? That's wild. Imagine making a movie and being like, we can't hold up a peace sign or else they're going to think we're anti-Iran war. Well, Iraq?
Yeah, I was that. I remember, Spider-Man, the two towers on the poster. How to get
Remember
rid of those?
Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch, yeah.
We had to change the whole sequence.
Anyways, what's your history with this film?
Anyways, I'd never seen it. I think I've always like heard about it, or because the song "What a Girl Wants," I always thought that they were maybe related, and because
you would think.
And because I think
usually when they name a song after them, like name a movie after a song, they try to play it at the end credits, but they didn't do that here.
No.
Unless I watched the wrong end credits, but I didn't hear the song.
It's like Neon Genesis Evangelion, where instead of playing "Fly Me to the Moon," they have to play that other song because they don't have the rights.
It's exactly like that, and I've always said that Neon.
What a Girl Wants is the Neon Genesis Evangelion of the Amanda Cinematic Universe.
Yes. This one I don't think I saw in theaters, but definitely, or maybe I did. I don't know, because like I just grew up with it and would watch it all of the time. My mom really likes this one. Even when I was watching it, she was like, oh, I love that movie. That was her voice. And I have the DVD. I have the iconic 4-pack DVD that's like Girls Night collection, where it's like this, Chasing Liberty, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and something else.
Sleepover.
No.
Wow, Mr. Opportunity.
No, but I love Sleepover. Girls Night collection DVD. What do we want to guess that it is? A Cinderella Story.
Oh, I was like, it's in your room.
some like it's. Do you know how many DVDs I have? That's right. Physical media is alive and well in this house.
Listen, I want to start buying DVDs because I want to watch Gun, and I don't have a copy of it. Okay, and it's not streaming anywhere, and I'm mad as fuck.
Okay.
And my PS5 plays DVDs, so why not?
Good for you. Oh my god, I just bought an external DVD player for my laptop.
Laptop?
My
Wow. Oh, you know what I also thought about buying the other day? Not to like distract too fast.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna buy an Apple TV because I
Okay.
want to watch Shudder on my TV, and you can have an app on the Apple TV and the Apple DTV app.
That's
Apple
not a
the Apple
smart TV.
app. No,
Um,
she
yeah.
just turns on,
Mm-hmm. We have an
and
Apple
so,
TV.
and then I think at that point I can also delete all the shows and movie apps from my PlayStation, and then just watch them
Mhm.
on the App Store.
We have an Apple TV thing. I don't know where it is because the TV
We
that we
don't
use
trust
it on
Siri.
is just no. It's a smart TV now, so we don't use it on there.
Oh, give it to me then. I'll give you guys $50.
I don't know where it is. I'll let you know if I find it. Hee hee hee.
Okay.
Anyways, let's dive into this movie because first of all, it's free on the Roku channel. Let's celebrate that.
Woo!
Shout out to the Roku channel.
I paid $3 for it.
What?
I rented it on Amazon.
Why didn't you just watch on the Roku channel?
What is the Roku channel?
It's just you don't need Roku. It's a website. It's like Tubi.
What? I thought
like
it was like I
Pluto
had to
TV.
watch it on a Roku.
No, that's why I said you could. I don't have a Roku, bitch. That's why I texted and said, well, it's.
I misunderstood, but it's $3. It's fine.
Yes, it's literally free on the Roku. You just create a login and it's a website.
Well, I'm giving Amanda Bynes her residual coin, okay? Of 1 cent,
she'll
maybe.
get 30 cents from this. But at the beginning of this movie, I always think that this key falling from the sky has to do with the film.
No.
Because, so many of these girly movies back then, it's like Cinderella Story, Princess Diaries, it's about a key and a journal.
My password protection journal.
Yeah, so I'm always like, oh, this is like how the movie starts. But no, that's just Gaylord films. That's just Gaylord.
Gaylord.
Gaylord films. That was just their little image there. But we do have a weird digital skyline and butterfly intro
That was wild.
of New York City.
What a girl wants could have played here. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. Yeah.
I believe they played it on the commercials.
Well,
I'll say that.
All right.
But yeah, it's a very weird digital skyline. I don't think it really fits with the rest of the movie. It's very like You've Got Mail, if you've ever seen the intro to that. But that makes sense because it's about like email and computers. Whereas this, I'm like, why didn't we just show New York City in real life?
We don't have the budget for it. We can only film one corner of Chinatown.
That butterfly looked like it was a different animation plane. It was giving Anastasia Music Box. Or not. That's what it was giving.
It was like watercolor effect-ish, right?
Yeah. It was interesting.
Wild.
It was a choice. But we meet Daphne, who, like you said, lives in Chinatown, New York City with her mother, Libby. And she is a girl who every year is celebrating her birthday. And here's this story about how her mom met her dad, but she never gets to meet him.
Now, isn't that sad?
Isn't that sad? Yes, I suppose that is rather sad.
I couldn't tell if she like wanted a dad or like she missed her own dad at the very beginning, because she was like, and every year I wish for one person to be there, and I was like your dad's away, or like your dad, like you don't have one.
Or
Either way, he's not there. Yeah, I thought it was also like, is he dead?
No, because the movie's gonna be about him. Because all of a sudden we're in The Mummy,
Oh.
and It looks like the Mummy, but we're in Morocco, and we see how Libby met Henry, and they fell in love and got married immediately. And they
Colorful
moved
is so
into
sexy.
they moved into Nicolas Cage's National Treasure house in London.
Oh my god! Yeah, when they get there, yeah,
The
that was
house
crazy.
where she gave her a map to her coochie.
Her coochie.
You're good at finding things. I'm sure you'll find it.
He goes,
He said, "Oh."
oh,
He said, "Happy birthday, little girl. I
happy
got my long legs on today."
Hey there, Miss. Hey, it's the almost birthday girl. Happy birthday.
We saw long legs if you couldn't tell. Anyways, so Henry becomes Lord Dashwood because it's British and
It's
we've got
Papa
the
dying
monarchy
season.
and we've
Dads are
got
dying.
the bloodline and
Yo,
you're next in line for the throne or whatever the hell.
she's what, like 43rd in line for the throne or some shit like that?
Yeah,
Which-
Daphne.
Which, like,
Yeah.
all right, kill the 42 people in front of you and take it out. Game of Thrones, that bitch. What did you
And
say
that
the
was-
other day
and-
that I was like, what does that mean? Oh, it wasn't you.
Okay, great. Great. Good to know other people confuse you as well. So he gets a letter from Libby, but we find out later that that's not exactly true. Saying
No,
that
we
she's
find out
leaving.
literally right now.
Well, yeah. We see this man, Alistair, and we know evil. That goatee,
Well, because
evil.
he says, you need to go right now. He doesn't want to see you, blah, 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 blah. And then to him, she goes, he literally says to Colin Firth's character, he goes, oh, it seems like she couldn't stay. She needed to leave. And it's like,
She
well,
just
what?
wanted to go.
I need to go. I don't think I belong here.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, what the fuck? He's all sad. And a few months later, Daphne is born.
Oh,
In
babies want
America.
to be born.
He's born, so this man has no idea that he fathered a child.
That's crazy.
I wonder if we'll find out over the course of this movie.
Ooh.
Eventually we see Daphne's 17th birthday where she and her mom are working at a wedding because she's like a server working for the catering company and the mom is doing her wedding band thing.
Yeah, the mom's a wedding singer. When she arrives at this wedding, she says, like, we're here to serve watered down rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
We're here to
damn.
serve.
She was serving. Well, she served.
She
fed the children.
And we also hear that Daphne is undecided for college. She's thinking about taking a gap year.
No,
this
babes.
is like the summer.
I never
I'm
trusted
assuming
people
this is summer before senior year. Sorry.
No, I think this is summer before college.
No, because you apply to college like your senior year.
The way it made it seem like she didn't even give a fuck about applying.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I don't trust people that say I'm gonna take a gap year.
Why?
Because they never come back.
Oh.
And if they do, they come back different. They change. They ain't the same. They saw something on that gap year. They started smoking the weed and they came back and they said, yo, this institution is a lie. And then they start babbling on about their Illuminatis, their underground things. And this is because the gap year, they worked at the gap and it took them away.
So Daphne is sad during the daddy-daughter dances at all these weddings because she don't have no daddy. Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there.
And then the mom talks about why she kept him from her. And my
question is,
no,
go ahead. Keep going.
No, I was just gonna say that she says, "I love you a million Swedish fish," and she says, "I love you a million
M&Ms." I thought that motif was gonna come back, but it said
You know,
once
it
and
was
then never
so
again.
random.
Like, all right, okay. I
We
thought
didn't
it was
cut
gonna
it.
be like their quirky thing that they say because this is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what it would have been great is if the dad had told that to the mom,
Mm-hmm. That
and
would have
then
been,
he goes, "I love you, a million Swedish fish," because then it would be
or
like,
some other candy,
because
some
then it would
British
be like,
candy.
oh shit, my mom got this from you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
That
that
would have
would
been
have
good.
been
Maybe they cut
good.
that or something.
We should write scripts.
Do you think this was just Swedish Fish and the
Marketing.
Mars Candy Company putting in our promo?
This was their grubby little hands on this movie they produced. Um,
I love you,
I
a
was gonna.
million Impossible Whoppers now available at Burger King.
That would be me. I
Mm-hmm.
love you, a thousand Whopper, double Whopper. What is it called? A double Whopper?
I don't know. I love you,
Yo,
a
have you ever
million
had a
spicy
triple
nuggets are
Whopper?
back at Wendy's. No?
I want a triple Whopper so bad.
On Whopper Wednesdays at the MU?
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. What were we talking about?
The movie. So the next
Oh,
day, Daphne leaves for London. London.
Daphne leaves for London because her depression about her watching this like multiple father and daughters dancing at the one wedding, like I would be pissed. Like if
She said that girl's ugly and she has a dad. Why I'm hot. Why don't I have a dad?
why don't I have a dad? Why are there so many fathers dancing with their daughters during the like father-daughter dance at someone's wedding? Is that like a customary?
I think it's supposed to start out with just the two and then others can join. I don't know, because how many people are at a wedding with their dad?
Children?
I guess children, but like,
But like why would you join a father-daughter dance for the bride and her father as that's like a random person?
to show
I
them
have two
up.
weddings next year, and I need to prepare whether or not I can join the father-daughter dance, where I am both the father and the daughter,
Okay.
because
So
I'm
yes,
baby.
we arrive in London. We have the Clash singing "London Calling," and we go to the Great Britain Grand Hotel, which is supposed to be like a youth hostel, I guess.
That's dangerous.
Apparently, for the Bridget Jones fans, I guess that's like the same building where Bridget Jones lives. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you love Colin Firth. You should probably watch it.
Oh, it was.
I fell asleep during it. My mom got mad at me. But I went back and watched it, and it is good. So
Okay, all right,
I've
redeemable.
actually seen. I think I've seen all of them.
Which one of these hostile children do you think you would be?
I don't remember the hostile children.
There's just like there's that girl that's like juggling. Some guys like doing like sleight of hand magic. We got Ian with the
I wouldn't.
guitar. We got the girl that's literally just shitting, and she goes, "The loo is available."
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl, give it 5 minutes.
Like you said, she meets Ian. We don't get his name at first. He's just a guy who works the front desk and plays guitar because everyone
Seemingly
there is
was
a
American
starving
and
artist.
British. The next scene.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Racially ambiguous. We don't exactly know.
He's just brown. He's just brown.
But on the TV, we have it says that Henry is going to. What I thought at the beginning of the film was that, even though I've seen this before, I forgot. I thought he just gave up his seat and was saying, "I'm not running for re-election."
Running for what?
But what I thought he was saying. Okay, so there's not usually an election for his position. I thought he was just saying, "I'm stepping down, and we're gonna vote on who should take it." But what he was saying is, "I'll stay if you vote for me, but otherwise I will step down."
This should be a voted thing.
Yes.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. But and we see on the TV that he is getting a stepdaughter, so he's gonna get married, and she's like, "Oh shit," she said, "I shouldn't have come here. This was stupid. This was fucking stupid that I came here."
I can't believe my dad is gonna have a stepdaughter and she's a bitch and the mom is a bitch and I have to live with these bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Look at real tears.
Yes. Oh my god, he's crying for Daphne. Daphne talks about having doubts. She's like, I don't belong here. I shouldn't be here. And then when we get to the manor, Dashwood Manor, the haunting of Dashwood Manor,
Oh,
she climbs the wall. She sneaks in. She's smart.
why
She
didn't
went.
she just?
She went to the front, and that guy was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And she said, "Never
She said,
mind."
"Oi, mate, what your needs?
Oh, it's touche, isn't it?
I
I'll
was
go
the
around. I'll go around
police.
the back.
Fish and chips."
Yep.
The
So
British people are gonna come for us.
she climbs the wall, and the stepdaughter sees. She says, "An impossibly large bird falling off that wall. Did you see it?"
Bitch, impossibly large. Let the
Impossible.
birds be
A
as fat
fucking
as they fucking want.
ostrich.
Did you see that emu jump the fence?
So we immediately find out that the new wife and the stepdaughter are assholes, of course.
Well, yes.
And I said there's something about Amanda Bynes running across a field in a chunky boot that is so cinematic.
All right.
It is so cinematic. She's a runner.
She's a track star.
She's good at running and like making it look cinematic. She does it, and she's the man. She's running all back and forth in that movie. It just works. I'm like, look at this green field and this 2000s ass outfit and Amanda Bynes running. It's like that's what the movies are about.
But no one will ever come close to the romantic running, the power of running in a rom-com. Quite like, what's her name from The Holiday? The American
Which one? Cameron
What
Diaz.
is her name? Cameron Diaz, when she's running in the snow, when her car, because she realizes she loves what's his face, Lemony Snicket from the series of unfortunate events, and so she's running during that song. I think it's called Maestro, and I love it. And she's running in the snow, and then she gets to his house, and she goes, "I think I love you," but in an American accent.
Why would she be British?
Because she's like Madonna. She just was there 2 weeks and now she got it.
Okay, so Henry goes around and grabs her at the wall. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. He thinks she's paparazzi.
Are you? I love when they go,
No.
No, I could never. I love when they go, it's the paparazzi, and the mom goes, oh no, and fixes her hair.
Oh no, I hope they don't get me from this angle.
From the side.
Yes, so she's like, I'm your daughter, Jane. And he's like, that's literally impossible. And she's
That's literally me daughter.
She's like, my mom is Libby. Hello, the love of your life. And he's like, no. And then he's like, oh shit. He's like, why didn't she tell me? He is pissed. But Miss Diva, Grandma.
Oh yeah, Lady Dark. What's her name?
Lady Dashwood. Let's talk about Lady Dashwood because she
fine
is the moment. She's Brat.
She's giving Brat. I know that one.
She's Brat. Brat Summer. She is Brat. Okay. She's giving Brat because she's like, you should stay here. Because she says, I've had enough of this fucking asshole stepdaughter. She's like, I want you in this house.
Because I love it when the daughter's like, well, first we have to put that old bat, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, well, this old bat. And I'm like, hit her. Mm-hmm. Hit her on the back of the head, full throttle with your fucking cane, girl.
She said, oh, I hear you talking shit. And I'm going to remind you that I run this fucking place.
Mm-hmm. I'm the mom of this house.
Mm-hmm. And we have the dad, Henry, calling Libby, and he is very upset. He's like, "How could you not tell me?" Blah blah blah.
How do they still keep in touch? How do they have each other's phone number?
She probably gave it to him.
There's probably a history then. They're talking. They always talk because when
He's
he
part of
calls
the government. You don't think he could get her number?
they answer the phone like they've been talking for years. Because imagine if someone who you haven't heard from in years, 17 years, calls you. What are you doing? Are you going, hey? Or are you going, what the hello? There was no confusion on that phone call.
I think it's supposed to mean that like that's like they're like made for each other, right? Like they're the love of each other's lives. It's like they haven't spoken in however many fucking years, 17 years.
But when they see each other, they can.
But when I
run it
pick up the
like
phone,
that.
if we hadn't talked in 17 years and I'm picking up the phone screaming at you, you would know what it's about. You know? You would say, "Oh, now we're talking about this."
Sarah Michelle Gellar decided to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we have his team discussing if Daphne is a liability. You're a little much for me. A liability. We have Ian. What does this say? Oh, we have Ian calling for her. He's like, "Oh, hello. I'm trying to talk to Daphne. Hello."
And then that bitch
calling you on
Cassidy
the
goes,
telly.
"There's no Daphne here."
Yes, Clarissa.
Fuck
She's
Clarissa.
like, yeah. So we immediately were like, okay, this fucking bitch. Henry invites Daphne to the royal dress show. And she gives him a photo album, a little pictures. She's like, thought you might want to have this to see everything you fucking missed.
Every year on my birthday, I always wished for you to show up. Here's this book. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Clarissa helps, quote unquote, Daphne by giving her tips, not really, on what to wear.
No, she just sprawls out a collection of clothes and says, "What should I wear?" And she goes, "I didn't know we were allowed to wear this." And she goes, "Well, yeah, we're trying to make a statement or whatever." And I'm like,
yeah, you gotta stand out. But
Also,
when she shows up, joke's on her because Amanda Bynes looks great.
stunning.
Incredible.
But also, Amanda Bynes, why would you show up anywhere in just, I guess, jeans and a white wife beater?
It worked. It was the 2000s. That was the look. So yes, she's running late. She shows up. Okay, because the mom and stepsister are like, well, she can meet us there. She can get dropped off. Yes.
I use the C word a lot in my notes, but I will not say it out loud.
She has to sneak in through the back, and this is honestly on the people that run the fashion show because they don't check her credentials at all.
No
they
security.
Just say, yes, you're on. They just go, yeah, go through here, be in the show. Yes, and then we have the iconic scene where she's working the runway, and "I Wanna Be Bad" by Willa Ford is playing.
Hell
incredible scene. And we have the boys drooling over her. I let her
horny.
What does he say? Like, I let her dunk her tea in my harbor.
I'd let her dump tea in my harbor. Yeah, I was like, ew.
Yes.
Also, you want her to nut in you?
I don't think he knew what he was saying.
He wants to get pegged.
He was so horny that he didn't know what he was saying.
He was so horny. He lost track of reality.
Yes. But people are starting to like her because she's not like the other girlies. Hello.
When she plays with the
dog.
Yeah, and she goes, "Oh, please don't play with her. She'll bite your face off." And she goes, "Oh, she won't."
Yes, and the dog loves her. And that's the princess. And she's like, "Oh, I like her." She's like, "Is she staying for the summer?" And then the dad says, "You know what? Yeah." He says, "You know what? This would be good for my career. So yes."
Don't be a bummer. Don't fuck your bummer.
Staying for the summer. Yes. And then we have the scene where they're eating cereal because this movie loves
has to have
talk
something.
Cocoa Pops, which is not
Okay,
real.
but again, what if instead of the Cocoa Pops, he was like, "Oh, this and I love this candy. Good night. I love you, million Swedish fish." Like again, that would have been great. Do I look like
Or
Bucket Eagles?
yeah, or if like later or earlier we saw that the mom, I guess not everyone has to love cereal. I guess
No,
you're right. The phrase makes more sense because someone could just not like cereal and that's okay.
yeah, but it would have also been great if maybe we had seen her eating Cocoa Pops, not Cocoa
But what if
Puffs.
that was his thing?
But
Do you
they
mean
shared.
Daphne?
Yeah, like if we had
Oh,
seen
okay. I thought you
Daphne.
meant the mom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe we do and we didn't notice.
Ooh.
Did we see her eat before she leaves?
Is this the long legs of rom coms where we just there's a bunch of stuff in the background that we needed to see?
I don't recall.
Wow.
Um.
Oh wait, there
Anyways,
is. Sorry, before we go on, there is a sequence. There is a part where the stepmom goes, "Can we do a background check? Blah blah blah. Check for what is it? Triple sixes in her on her scalp." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Not the Antichrist.
you gotta be sure.
You
You
gotta
never
be
know.
brave." Yeah.
You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser.
Wednesday.
That song should have been in here too.
Wow.
Um.
Yeah.
But so he says like, "Oh, we should have like a coming out party for you," and
I'm
she says, "Gay."
good. Coming out.
She
Do I
said,
look like a
"Gay."
lesbian?
Um. No, he's like, just like to introduce you to everyone, and then he's asking like, "Oh, your mom, like, is she with anyone? Did she get married?" And it's like, wow, interesting that you would ask that.
Why are you asking if she's single?
Interesting that you want to know that.
Mm.
Um, we have a ball coming up, and Clarissa's trying to pull some shit, but Daphne says, "You know what? Why the fuck would I ever want to steal your man? That isn't even your man.
You're
This
white.
Prince Harry or not Prince Harry, Prince William looking fucker." Like, she says, why would we ever have the same tastes in boys? She says, "You're designer, I'm vintage. You're rubber, I'm glue."
I'm hot. You're not. So top that.
Yes. You chose books, I chose looks.
I have a
Okay.
beautiful house, a nice husband, and you teach not no children the ABCs. You want me to tell her to go to college? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I
Um,
love that movie.
and then we have the grandma saying, basically, fuck Clarissa, fuck Glennis, fuck Alistair. She's like, fuck all these people. I hate them.
Beat their asses, girl.
She said, don't you wish they would just die?
No, no, we don't.
This is when
Lady
they're
Dashwood really
shooting.
is.
They're shooting
Oh,
Skeet.
she
Yeah.
almost killed that cat. That
Mm-hmm.
was crazy. No, Lady Dashwood really is the queen of like nonverbal like communication because later on, did you see when she like gives that person that side eye of like,
Yes, incredible. And later on, when well, it's in this scene here when we're at the ball, and oh no, she's hot. She comes down and she altered that fugly dress that they gave her, and it's like, oh
all
no,
she
she's
really did was
hot.
cut the top layer of chiffon and like leave the bottom bit maybe and like move a strap.
Mm-hmm. And Amistad dances with Daphne, and we find out that he's a
Amistad?
prick. Isn't that his name?
Is his
I
name
never knew I
Amistad?
didn't even know he had a name until this viewing.
I thought it was Amsterdam or some shit.
No.
Not the movie Amistad. Isn't that a movie?
I'm a star.
I'm a star.
But yeah, this was, the era of like everyone loving the royals and like Prince Harry and Prince William. So I think that's why they put him in here. To be like, oh, the hot boy. But he's slime, as we all predicted.
Yes.
And we see that Ian is performing. And this is when Daphne's like looking up at him, and the grandma goes, "Oh!"
Oh!
She said, "Seeing this? Y'all seeing what's
Anyone else
happening
think they're gonna kiss later?
here?" So yes, she is good at observing things and giving that side eye. We
Good
meet
for her, honestly.
Peach and Pear, who are queens. We love them.
Teach impaired.
We love Peach and Pear. They're iconic. They love Daphne. They go, "She's so nice."
Yeah. I was like, girls, you don't look ugly. You just wear ugly dresses. Just change. Wear something else.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is later we see, oh no, they're hot,
Oh,
and they
no,
only
they're
date
in-
twins.
They're in body appropriate clothing.
Okay, and we have Ian and Daphne talking, and they're like, "Let's liven this party up for Peach and Pear. This is a shitty party. We gotta do something." So he sings "Get Up Off of That Thing" by James Brown.
I spiked the punch bowl with Somali.
With some
Everyone here is about to
LSD.
start tripping.
Armistad. I
Ew.
guess that's a little different from Amistad. Armistad.
Arnar star.
This was the only movie he was in.
Rightfully so. He wasn't great.
Oh my god. Anyways. Oh, he went to school with Henry Cavill.
Oh God. And studied what?
Henry
Being
Cavill's
hot?
British? I guess I didn't know that. And studied what? Being hot? A class on being hot.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're playing Get Up Off of That Thing. She turned up the bass.
So much. Oh, because we get this background of this fucking Duke of whatever the fuck, who like is nutting, like nutting for this fucking chandelier that he owns because it's apparently by Napoleon or some shit. Blah 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 blah. And he like goes on and on about it. But Amanda Bynes, she said, "Turn the bass up," and then it went and knocked that bitch down.
And the chandelier fell. And we had that choreo where all of a sudden they're all doing the same dance, and it's like,
It's
yes.
giving Penelope. It was giving Penelope. It was giving Enchanted.
It's getting 13 going on 30.
Yeah.
All those movies where they suddenly can all dance the same dance. In the morning, we have Percy spilling tea on Clarissa. Yes, King. He goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh no! Who could have ever saw this coming?
Just pours it straight on her. And we also see Henry eating the Cocoa Pops.
Yes, and the stepwife's like, "What the fuck is that?"
He said, "I think the fuck not." And he's like, "I want to eat Cocoa Pops." Ian arrives to.
with them Cocoa Puffs, milky Cocoa Puff. You remember that?
What is that? No.
It was like Fergie.
Oh, that like milk thing. She did. That like milk.
Yeah.
Song?
Yeah.
Ian is here to pick up Daphne. He meets Henry, and he's like, "This is a bad boy on a bike. I feel weird about this," but we find out that he was the bad boy on a bike. So
maybe we all have a little bad boy on a bike inside of us.
when they go
It's
out.
my humps.
Oh, it is My Humps? Remember
Yeah.
she did that like milk music video though.
You mean MILF?
I guess I'm thinking MILF. But there was like cows and shit, right?
I think so.
There was
I'll
milk
report back.
involved. Okay, great.
She pours milk on herself.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes. So they're like driving around London on their date. We have a Michelle Branch song playing. And
We have a shopping montage where he buys her bracelets.
And Daphne's like, "I have to behave like a lady now. Like, can you help me learn how to be a lady?" So they're in this like gondola canoe type fucking thing. And she's learning how to curtsy and bow. And he
Why
says,
is she
"Why?"
on a boat?
To help the balance.
balance.
He says, "Why are you trying so hard to fit in when you're born to stand out?" And I bet you that was in the commercial or the trailer.
And I bet you girls were living for that shit at the time. You know, people were like, "Oh, that is so me. I was born to stand out." Girl, you live in the suburbs and have 3 kids. Relax. You were not meant to do anything.
So the boat flips over, they kiss. But she's like, "For real, I'm gonna start acting like a lady."
That's great.
We get to the regatta where Ian is working at the parking and apparently knows Armistad from like school. They were like enemies.
Yes, because we get that little insight that Ian is also royal-ish. I don't know how the British people do it. Is everyone in line for the throne? Is someone that's 357th in line from the throne sitting behind me? Like he says that he's also like part of that like higher echelon of people, right? Class. And that his mother married below her class level or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why he's like not looked up upon, because technically he is like ooh la la wee money. But
He's a half breed.
Amistad, yeah, is like, listen here, you little, yeah, whatever he calls him. Basically saying that like he's a piece of shit because he's under, like he is a half breed basically.
Yeah.
He said you're not as good as because I wrote it down. He said something about being a breeder. He said not for the lack of breeding, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well,
straight people really be wretched.
This is where Peach and Pear we find out are hot now. Armistad tries to kiss Daphne, so she's like, you know what? Yeah, I have been wanting this, and she pushes him off the dock. And then Henry and Daphne have to like run away from all the paparazzi, and they take Ian's
why are there
bike.
paparazzi just hanging out here?
But did you see all the parking people like going to like fend off all the paparazzi?
Trying to stop them? Yeah, that was cool.
I was like, good for these people.
I kind of wish we had gotten a shot of all the parking people like grasping arms like a chain link fence and just being like stopping them.
Yeah, because they don't have to do that. Also, no. I think according to like a Letterboxd review I saw, from the colors of what the like his like posters are for election or whatever, that he's a Tory. That Henry is
the conservative
Republican. Yeah,
that's what I kind of was. That's what I was kind of figuring too. But I didn't want to say anything.
We'll forget that. But yeah, so I'm like, these like parking people probably hate him, but they're like, we're gonna protect Amanda Bynes, okay?
Okay, but he kind of didn't go into that thing. He was like, I don't really want to be a politician, so maybe he's okay.
So
because I feel like he's only a conservative because it's like you have to be a conservative for this family. When he's like,
yeah,
no, man, I love my motorcycle and going to Dubai, Morocco.
Do you think Prince Harry saw this and this was like the first inkling that taught him like you don't have to do this?
This was his awakening, yeah.
This awakened him. He was like, oh shit, I could just leave.
I can just
do any of this stuff?
Leave?
I can marry an American?
Well, yes, me.
Well, no.
Come on.
So we're at like a playground. Is he married?
Is he even hot?
Prince Harry, he married Meghan Markle.
But is he hot?
That's up to you. I feel like you would say yes.
Look. It's Dominic Cooper from Mamma Mia.
Okay.
I love it.
So anyways, Anyways, they go like shopping. There's a shopping montage. He gets a henna tattoo.
Why is he going ow?
Ow, 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 ow. I don't know, because no one has touched him.
Henna doesn't hurt. It's like you squeeze it on your
It's like
skin.
a temporary tattoo type thing. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
he said they're pinching me.
Oh,
Probably because no one touches him.
Wow.
Like at all.
Touch starved.
He gets like a handshake and that's it.
And then he nuts.
We have him dancing in leather pants because he wants to be that rock and roll biker guy again. He took one ride on that bike and was like, I'm back.
Guys, I'm back.
We're so back. We find out that Henry is down in the polls and he tells Daphne that she needs to change. He says look, it's just not working. You're gonna have to sort yourself out.
Well,
and then we have a montage of her becoming boring. She's wearing the ugly ass outfits.
She's not petting that. The little dog goes, can you pet this dog? And she goes, no. That was sad.
That was sad. And all the photos of her at events, she's just standing there sad.
She's literally giving that picture of that picture of her on your right.
Am I right? The disgusted
left,
one?
Ruby. That's your left. On that one. No, the other one.
Well, remember,
the one
this
that
is
almost
flipped.
looks like her mugshot. That one.
This is
She's
flipped,
giving
so
that.
this is my left.
That's your left?
Yeah, because remember, it's flipped.
Oh god, I can't deal with this.
So Henry is starting to go back up in the polls, but Ian is getting pissed that Daphne is like skipping things. They were gonna go see the Strokes in concert, but she had to go to some other fucking thing. And he says, "Call me."
Go.
The Strokes.
He says what?
He says, "Call me when Daphne re-inhabits your body."
I hate him. I love the Strokes. Let's just set the record straight. I love the Strokes. My favorite song from them is insert a song here. Is that one? And but I hate Ian. I hate Ian right here because I hate when people do that. Like, you're not this. I don't know why everyone's British. You're not this person anymore. Like doing that whole thing of like, this isn't you. This isn't the person that you're supposed to be. This isn't the person that you are. You're a rebel girl. You're a different kind of woman. Like, I hate that. Like, let people.
I get what he's saying, but like, you know why she's doing it.
Like
be
use some
a little more
sense.
understanding.
Exactly, Mary. Like the fact that he's like, this isn't the girl that I met. Like you met her literally maybe a week ago. How do you know her? You hung out for maybe 30 minutes.
It's like she can't just like. I think she can be this boring person, and she can gradually start like introducing parts of her personality to the public, and then she can be herself. Would I do that? I don't know, but that's what she wants to do, and that's her choice. Okay.
I do that all the time.
We're at the Queen's garden party. Something happens there. I didn't write it down. Then we're at Daphne's ball, where Ian is performing, and he asks what happened to the real Daphne.
Again, I hate this. Like, why is he being like this? Because what happens at the Queen's ball is that like this is when they go she's really changed. Like this is definitely like a newer Daphne. Like it's like
it's working.
Basically is what they're saying, and she like overhears it and is like, but I hate when like she shows up and she's trying to be like, hey, can we talk later? And he goes, I don't know. Is that like when he says, is the real Daphne back or whatever? I'm like, can you stop? Yeah. Let people talk. Let people do their thing.
The mom is here because grandma invited her. She said, I love mess. I love drama. Let's do this.
They're so messy for this, and I love that. I love them. And she comes down in the like the most like snatched blue like gown. Oh my god, wait. I wrote because this is the princess tells later like us about not that about Daphne later. She's like, "Are you guys going to this like thing whatever?" And she goes, "It's gonna be beautiful gowns." And I just kept
Yes.
thinking,
Beautiful gown.
beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
What about Taylor Swift? What do you think about her?
Beautiful gowns. Daphne overhears Alistair saying that he got rid of her mom back in the day. And then Glennis locks her in a room.
What the fuck was this? What the fuck was this? Like,
why not just lock her in a room?
Also, like, if someone's dragging me away, I'm throwing
I'm
hands.
Screaming.
I'm making a scene. Like the mom later was just like, "Oh, honey, do you want a scene? I'll give you a Broadway musical."
I'm kicking in the crotch.
Why? Okay,
no matter what's there.
There's like this like weird like code of conduct with like guys where it's like you don't kick in the balls if you're gonna fight. I'm going straight for the balls. That's my opening move, baby. I'm kicking your fucking balls to the fucking moon and back, and then I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm kicking your coochie.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. In a fight, when we were like, it wasn't a fair fight. I'm saving myself. I'm not gonna go down.
I'm punching in the throat. I'm kicking in the coochie.
I'm gouging eyes and
it all.
punching in the throat, and I'm kicking balls.
Yes. We had the father-daughter dance, and obviously he can't find Daphne. And so Clarissa's like, "Well, I could do it. I'm about to be your daughter, your stepdaughter." And then he's like, "Okay, I fucking guess." You can tell he like doesn't want to do it.
Why would you not be like, Daphne's not around, we can't do the father-daughter dance right now? Like, why are you letting this woman just like control everything? And Ian, you see the crowd.
But he's mad at her.
And so what he's gonna be like, it's time for the fucking dance. I don't know where she is at, but fuck her. That's rude. You think would you go and be with someone after they're blatantly like, fuck this bitch on mic with your whole chest?
I mean, he didn't say that.
But that's what he said. But that's what he said.
He did not say he thinks Coolsville sucks. Luckily, the mom finds Daphne, but it's too late. The dance is already going on, so she comes out and she sees that she's heartbroken. She says, "You can have him. I don't want this, any of it." She's like, "I'm fucking done."
The record scratch when she comes back. That's what I'm saying. The record scratch when she comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh, there's Daphne." Like, where the fuck do you think she was? Why did you start this literally without her? This is her.
Why didn't everyone look for her?
This is literally her party, and you all decided to. And I don't want the world to see me. Like literally, that started playing without her.
Effort. This is like when, I was in one of the rooms at work, like organizing all the books, and then I walked to go to the bathroom, and I walked by the office and saw that they were all doing a staff meeting without me, and I said, "What the fuck, guys?" This is like that. It's the same thing. Exact same thing. Like, everyone, go look. They're all like, "Oh, we thought you were in the bathroom." Yo, you all thought you can't go check every room. Check every room, bitches.
No one decided to go see if I was even in the room.
Like, come on. Come on now.
And I don't want the world to see me. That song. Can we put it over everything?
And then the queen comes in like it's her fucking party. Like it's all about her. She's like, bitch. She's trying to. She interrupts Daphne and Henry talking. She's like, "No, go talk to the fucking queen. Go." Queen thinks it's all about her. Queen, can't you see that there's something going on here? That there's some drama going on?
Read the fucking room,
know your place.
You and your corgis need to get the fuck out of my house.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who are you, girl?
Libby and Daphne leave London, and we see both Ian and Henry missing Daphne. That scene where he pours the cereal and then it transitions into her pouring the cereal. Incredible.
Cinematography. But my question is, who has the time to pour their milk in another thing that pour that thing into their milk? She pours the milk from
that
this
was
like little
crazy.
silver cup.
Yeah,
thing.
it's in like a little like kind of like a kettle. Yeah.
What
Like
the hell is that?
Like what is this? A Denny's? This is a restaurant?
Y'all, not even the Denny's will give me that leftover milk. But you know who will? That diner. Shout out to that diner that we went to. What was
Galaxy
that diner? Shout out to Galaxy Diners for giving me my whole fucking milkshake. That shit was rocking. Thank you. Moroccan.
It was Moroccan. That was such a good milkshake too.
It was.
I mean, we had two different ones. We didn't share, but
Yeah, but they like, same basic principle.
but so good, tasty. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
We see that Grandma has talked some sense into this man. She said, "You're not being very girly pop right now.
No.
You're not being very Brat Summer this summer." So he withdraws from the election. And this is the point where I was like, I thought he did that, and then I had to. I was like, oh, okay, this was different than I thought.
Wow.
He tells off Alistair and punches him
because he's like, you made her leave, and he goes, "Oh, I did it for you. I've been doing it for this family for forever." And then he gets his lights knocked out.
And good for him.
I love it when he turns to the mom, to the stepmom, or the whatever she is, the fiance.
Yes.
And she goes, "What about me? I know Daddy's been naughty, but what about me?" And he goes, "You'll survive."
Yeah, he says, "You'll survive, bitch."
That's so cool.
So we have a wedding that Daphne and Libby are working again.
And I don't want the
America. Daphne is working on a college application because we forgot over the entire course of the movie that was like kind of a plot point, was that she didn't know what she wanted to do.
Cool.
What would you do if your coworker's like working on an application? Are you gonna cover for them and go do their tables?
I'd be like, "Can you do that later?"
Girl, do that later. Like,
well, okay.
On. Why'd you procrastinate?
It depends. It depends.
It depends if they're like, if you like them or not. Honestly,
if they're the coworker that I'm like, "Oh, we're cool. Oh, you need an extra 15. You need a 30-minute break so you can do your application." Fuck yeah, I got you, fam. But if it's some bitch that I hate, that I want literally fired, I'm gonna no, babes. I'm sorry. You should have done that at home.
No, sorry. Try again next year.
They see me with my other coworker. Yeah, girl, take that 30. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then I look them right in the eye and be like, "Look at
learn from this."
Yeah.
We see Henry shows up during the father-daughter dance at this wedding. He somehow timed it out just right. Flying
and he arrives on a boat. And he arrives in a way that is very like, "I think I do love you." And this is where I legitimately was a little uncomfortable.
It was very rom-com ending. He says, "I wouldn't change anything about you." And they get their dance. And he says, I brought you a present.
The thing is weird about that scene, though, is like they just get so close. Like I'm him, and this is Amanda Bynes. Like, this is how close they look. Does my profile look like that for real? Oh, I'm disgusted. They're like this close, and then when they go for the hug, they get like closer, and then they split to the side, and that threw me out.
We have Ian. He is the present that he brought with him. He brought a whole ass man. He said, "Surprise! Your kind of boyfriend is here."
And I brought him to this wedding looking like this.
In a t-shirt and jeans or whatever the fuck
he's wearing. Looked like a little nicer?
Yeah, he couldn't wear a suit or something.
A stranger's wedding. Not his own, not a family member's, to a stranger's wedding.
Yeah. And we don't know if the stranger was like, British royalty is here? That's crazy. Like, that's so cool. Or if they're like, why the fuck are you here?
Who
Get
invited
outta
all
here.
these people? When did the help get the invitations to send out?
Okay. We have Henry and Libby kiss because he's like, because they're like, there really wasn't nobody else, huh? Like, this was kind of it.
And I don't want the world.
Yes. And then in our little like epilogue thing, we see that the parents remarry in Morocco.
Yeah.
Daphne gets into Oxford, so she's
Crazy.
there. Yes,
I love her
and
little like bow thing that she's wearing in her outfit.
they're living there in that manor.
And they're
with-
eating dinner outside. You know how that's a sign of a good, healthy family
Mhm.
relationship when people eat
with Grandma
outside.
Brat, with Percy
Percy
the
Brat.
icon. And then the villains get what they deserve because Alistair now works on a tour bus, the touring around the city. They say that's the closest he'll get to Parliament. And then what happened to Glennis and Clarissa? I forget.
Glennis and Clarissa married the chandelier guy.
Oh yes. That fucker that only liked the chandelier.
Because
That wants to fuck the chandelier.
Wait, which basically means that like now Cassandra or Cassidy and Peach and Pear are
Clarissa.
stepsisters.
I know Peach and Pear didn't deserve that.
Damn, Peach and Pear, that fucking
I hope they
sucks.
pull a Prince Harry and they run away to America or some other country.
Hell yeah, brother.
But yes, that's the movie, and now Juan's gonna read you some IMDb reviews.
IMDb.
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 I picked some reviews. They're pretty old reviews. One is kind of lengthy, so I'm probably gonna skip the bottom half of it because it kind of. I like the beginning of this one, but towards the bottom they start doing that thing of like this actor, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. This is why I love them. They did this, yada yada, boom boom boom. This actor, bada bada bada, played this person. You know, they do that accolades thing.
Yeah, we already did that.
They give everyone their fucking flowers, and it's just too much.
That lady wrote The Greatest Showman.
Oh my god. Okay. Trailer stank. Movie shines. Wow. I went into the theater today expecting a good movie. I was wrong. Why was I wrong? Because this was a great movie.
Oh, they
This was
had me in the
made in
first half.
2003. Huh?
They had me. They had me in the
They
first
had-
half.
They got you. This is written in 2003, by the way. The trailers made this film look insanely cheesy. Since I know from experience that trailers are highly inaccurate, I was expecting a partially cheesy flick, but what I saw had almost no cheese to it at all. What a Girl Wants, despite its unfortunate title, is what a lot of people want. Combining drama, comedy, romance, and self-discovery in an hour and 45 minutes of enjoyment. I didn't say insight, mind you. I said self-discovery. This is purely a narrative, not a deep thought movie, and it wouldn't have worked any other way. Kudos to Denny Gordon for not trying to accent a theme that we're already familiar with. Rather, she just throws it into a story almost casually so that we see the message of individuality but aren't repulsed by any overly brutal morals. Wow. Okay. Many of the film's detractors, what the fuck does that mean? Detractors. Oh, say that it's a ripoff of The Princess Diaries. Not true. Yes, it's an adaptation but it's based on The Reluctant Debutante. So I knew this before you said it. Okay, just so you know, I knew this.
You're so smart.
Thank you. Which was around for decades before Diaries was even conceived. Besides, well, it is a little formulaic. There are a few twists. Many say it portrays an accurate American and British stereotypes. Not true. Daphne and her mother are clearly presented to be nothing like the average American, and Lord Dashwood only behaves so properly because he is a political person. Well, then they give everyone their flowers, yada yada yada.
They're sloppy British people.
Yeah. And there's very like, I don't know, non-hippie, non-talented Americans.
Yeah.
And that's
And
pretty
I'm
much
one
the
of
end of
them.
it. The rest of it is just flowers.
By
The song
Miley
by Miley.
Cyrus. Yeah. Okay,
And then-
love that.
Yeah. I kind of just like the beginning of it because this person was like, this wasn't good. It was
They
great.
said you wanted a twist.
I scared you, huh? They also wrote in like,
They
you know
did.
that thing where
Raise your hand if you were scared. I was scared.
I was scared.
I was scared
You know
too.
that thing where I type and I put like I capitalize a certain word where I'm like, trying to accent?
Yeah.
I did that everywhere. So I felt a kinship.
They were emphasizing, yes. Maybe that
Yeah.
was you in a different life.
Oh my god, back in 2003. This is another one from March 2004. What a Girl Wants to Watch. Well,
Okay, we're having fun.
we're having fun now. We're doing wordplay. I was actually surprised by this movie. Yes, it was properly conceived again with the word conceived. People in the zero zeros really love that word. It was properly conceived by a marketing. It was probably conceived by a marketing team. Yes, it is. Is it very original? And yes, some of it is embarrassingly obvious. That being said, I was very entertained by this movie. I thought it was well directed and well acted. I wouldn't be surprised to see Amanda Bynes start taking on more serious roles in the future with great success, and that made me sad. This movie.
No, she did.
I mean, she kind of did, but then she kind of fell off.
I mean, not necessarily serious, but the amount of
Bigger.
incredible films she still did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This movie does what it set out to do: entertain teenage girls. Anyone who is a fan of lighthearted tween comedies should check this out. It's better than most of the teenage girl movies out there, and much better than that stupid Big Fat Greek Wedding movie. 2.5 out of 4 stars. Why is my Big Fat Greek Wedding catching strays on this IMDb review?
They hate Greek people, probably. Damn.
That was the fuck. When I read that last one, I damn nearly fucking started howling because I was like, not Big Fat Greek Wedding literally catching hands for no reason. What did it do? What did it do to this person?
That movie also came out years earlier. That was like at the end of the 90s.
They have beef. They
They probably say that at the end of every review. Oh, I just watched Prometheus.
The Passion of the Christ.
Prometheus is much better than Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah, than that big
who
stupid ass.
Okay, anyways. Okay, well, those were fun. We do have some tweets. Hello.
Oh my
At
god.
Lindsay_V_B_ said, I watched this movie too much. It's giving me unrealistic expectations of London. I'd still love to be Amanda Bynes in the fashion show scene. When I ranked and reviewed it on Letterboxd, I wasn't expecting 90% of them to be calling Colin Firth a DILF, but Mamma Mia, I guess.
Everyone, if you are not actively trying to get into Colin Firth's pants, what are you doing? I'm literally living on the outskirts of them jeans.
Maggie at Mags_XCX, ooh, Brat Summer, said, fabulous film. Amanda Bynes is one of the greats from that era. Dramatic teen comedy is my fave genre, so I'm biased.
Slay Queen.
We love a biased brat. Whitney at Life Whitney says, what a time. What a time. An Amanda Bynes classic for sure, but we don't talk enough about how Oliver James, that's Ian, had us, me, she put in parentheses, in a chokehold between this and Raise Your Voice. Also, was that bass in that one scene really that high, or was the chandelier hookup to the ceiling just poorly done?
I'm going to give it to poorly done construction work because that shouldn't happen.
Because those are old buildings.
It's old money. It's that old money.
Noemi at Smile Noemi said, "Live, laugh, love this movie. One of Amanda Bynes' best. I did feel like we got to see some sadness in her eyes that I don't think I noticed at the time. I would watch and rewatch it. I loved Ian so much and just wanted the best for Daphne. Didn't we all? Didn't we all?"
The entire time I was watching, are we done?
And then Kaylin at Kaylin Draws said, "Love this movie. Seen it like 100 times."
Okay, word. I just wanted to make sure I didn't ruin the flow.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's I think what it got me sad while watching, like while reading that last review about being like, I can't wait to see her. It's kind of like I could see the calm before the storm, and I'm like, girl, someone save her. Someone talk to her about her mental health.
Pain in her eyes, and you said
That's
that's too real. No one's that good of an actor.
When she was looking catatonic, I was like, oh fuck, oh god, she's not acting, guys. She's not acting. Y'all think she's giving you money, but it's just her. Save her.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, because this was the more serious of the comedies she did. Yeah. The others were mostly just like straight up comedy, which is her bread and butter, but it is nice to see some dramatic chops there. We love that.
What was with the bit of her falling down? Like, what is with her and literally always falling down?
Look, in the 2000s,
what? Wait,
if you were hot, you had to be a little
girl.
quirky and fall down some nose. You had to be Lizzie McGuire.
You had to be Raven Simone.
You had to be a little klutzy, just to show that you're imperfect. Yes, you're hot, but you're not like the other girls. You're not like those bitches. It kind of separates like the bully and the like. I'm just like, it's like in another.
I can't stabilize myself.
It's like in a Cinderella story. It's like you're literally Hilary Duff. Like, you're beautiful, but you're supposed to be like, oh, you're diner girl. You're like, no one notices you. It's like you're Hilary Duff, okay? But it's like you run into a locker, so like you're kind of a loser, and you work at a diner, and you work a minimum wage job. Gross,
loser.
It was that era, and I think we don't. I think I can't think of teen movies recently. I don't know if they still do that type of trope. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't name a teen movie of recently.
I can't remember a rom-com recently that like wasn't like, oh no, we're being chased by bad guys.
Oh, I don't.
I
can't. I've never seen a movie. Let's see. Long Legs. Name a movie that came out in the past 2 years. Long Legs.
Long Legs.
Daddy Long Legs.
I think recently the only movies that I've seen in theaters have been, I watched Deadpool this past week. I saw Long Legs with you.
I'm sorry, it was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to give him my flowers.
If you're saying you just watched Deadpool, like, okay, you watched what, a 2013 movie or whatever the fuck?
I closed my eyes.
Good for
every
you.
time Wolverine was on screen, I said, I'm not looking at it. What did it? Twisters?
We did see
Long
Twisters.
Legs, Deadpool, and Wolverine.
I have seen rom-coms. I'm thinking like Rye Lane.
What's the one with Jennifer that
Bottoms and Bottoms? With who? Oh, No Hard Feelings?
Yeah.
They're older though. It's not like a teen.
That's what I don't think they make like teen rom-coms anymore.
But like Bottoms was
Bottoms is like weird like horror comedy.
Yeah. But it was set, I'm saying it's set in the 2000s, so I was trying to think if they did that like trope. But it's supposed to be that they're ugly and untalented.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are your final thoughts on this movie? What would you give it out of 5 stars?
I kind of like this movie. Like, it was, it's like not great, but like I'm not going into an Amanda Bynes movie expecting it to be Oscar nominated, Like, I know,
even though some of them should be.
Some of them were balling, like, but you know, I have my expectations and I know where to set them for me to enjoy a movie. I liked it. I'm gonna say 3. Literally 3.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
I'll say this. I think Amanda Bynes could do Oppenheimer, but Cillian Murphy could not do What a Girl Wants. I'll say it. I'll say
There
it,
it is.
okay?
There
Yeah,
it
I
is.
saw, apparently I watched this in like 2020 or 2021 and I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. But in my notes, I gave it 3.5 this time. I was just feeling it. I gave it a little extra.
Hell
And
yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave it that little extra.
Let her have it.
I'm gonna let her have it. You know why? Because of the grandma. That gives it a half star for
Lady
Grandma Brat.
Grummersworth. Yeah.
Yes. For Brat Dashwood. So yeah, I'll give it 3.5. So now let's give a shout out to the one, the only.
Let's give it up for Iris. Iris is our podcast artist, and they do all the art that we do. That we do. All the art
We
that you
get
see.
it. We get it.
Yeah, you get it. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Creamsicle Panda. That's what's up.
And also follow us at Planet Weird Pod on, social media. And you can support us. Thank you to our patrons. While we were gone, payments were refunded and everything. But thank you to the people that technically still stuck around, even though I just kept refunding. That's Grace Werspawn. That's Lindsay Bratt, Enrique Buenrostro, Jose Contreras Jr., and Ivy.
Girl wants
Lord.
Ivy Gaylord.
Well, we gave her two options there. Thank you. And shout out to we usually don't do shout outs for the $1 patrons, but thank you also to Alexa Pratt, Fiona Hart, and Lizzie Hankerson, who also are still active patrons, even though we were refunding for the past few months while we were on break. Thanks for sticking around. Cute of you guys. Thank you.
We love you.
And we will be
not in a parasocial way, so don't take that seriously.
Don't come to my house.
Don't email me.
We will be doing Patreon perks now that we are back. So $5 and up, you get that video version. You can see this Amanda Bynes TRL photo booth thing I have in the background of me. So video version for $5 and up. We have $10 and up. You get that and then the one bonus episode of the Disney Channel show we talk about each month. So we'll be talking about the sweet life of Zirk and Cody over on Patreon. So you'll get the episode of us talking about the pilot episode. And then at $15 and up, you get the video version of this main podcast. You get the pilot episode review of Zirk and Cody. And then you'll also get us talking about another Zach and Cody episode. And you guys tell us which one you want. Do you want it to be the ghost of sweet whatever the hell? Do you want it to be the episode where Jesse McCartney is there for some reason? Do you want it to be the episode?
Prindle episode?
Do you want Prindle, Brenda's song learning how to drive?
Do you want Taisha?
Do you want Tyresha?
Yeah.
Cody's in drag? Do you want one of the episodes of That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana? Like, tell us what you want, okay? And of course, you can also support from $1 to $4, and you will get you'll get the goodwill. You'll get that sense of you're doing something good, you're doing something charitable, you're helping us out, and we do appreciate those. You
get a grab and go bag. You get one water bottle. You get a lanyard. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Comic-Con.
Yeah, you get a free tote bag from one of the other companies that have given you a free tote bag before, not us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have merch if you want to buy something. We put out some new stickers while we were on break. We have a Jake Long sticker. a Smart House Pat anti-AI sticker, because we don't support AI.
Not
What
in
else
this house.
do we do? A Troy Bolton sticker and a Demi Lovato They're Them Screaming Camp Rock sticker. So go check those out on our website or Etsy, whichever you want. And of course there's other old merch. You guys know. Next time on the main feed, Amanda Bynes August continues, and we will be talking about the cinematic masterpiece that is She's the Man. She's the freaking man. It's Olympic season.
She's the freaking
Soccer.
man.
She's the freaking man, and it's time to talk about her, okay? It's time to talk about her being the man.
All right.
Send us your thoughts on She's the Man, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Make